Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to your virtual screen your host for the evening, Mr. Chris Martin.
Yay! Welcome. It's the social isolation edition for May. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is produced by Big Fork Theatre. For those who have seen the show before, welcome back. For those who are new and watching for the first time, welcome. I hope you have a lot of fun with us over the next hour. We're going to bring live comedy straight into your households. For those who've sent some offers through already, thank you very much. We'll continue sending offers in the comments of the YouTube link. So we need occupations, we need activities, objects, and I'd like an event. I got a scene that requires an event. I'd like to know what that event is. So send the event through. So just type it in there and I'll choose one out. So this is an improvised comedy show, which means everything we do here tonight will be made up on the spot for your entertainment. So grab a beer, a sip of coffee, get a beverage, eat a pizza, whatever you want to do, and sit back and enjoy the show. The first half is called The Mixer. Basically, it's a long form show. It's a short form show with long form edits, and I'm going to put the players through their paces, give them little scene setups and challenges, and they have to do that. In the second half, we have a long form show called The Montage, which is going to be a lot of fun, and we've got some fabulous players tonight. So I hope you're very excited. Did I say my name at the top? I'm not sure. My name's Chris. Nice to meet you. So without further ado, whatever it is, let's get the first half players to stage for the mixer. We have Olivia. Go crazy as they come to. We have Claire. Hey, we have Lindsay. Jeremy. Yay. We have Beck.
Yeah.
We have Adam.
Woo.
Mark Grimes. Our players for the mixer. We're going to kick straight off with a fun game called Sex With Me. It's for everyone. Basically, how this game works is I'm going to give them an offer, and they have to say how sex with them is like that offer. All right? So, you got a question, Lindsay?
Where's Logan?
Oh, and Logan, yes.
Yay!
Logan.
We're happy.
I'd like to encourage people watching along at home to add the right comments and smash that like button and let the players performing tonight know that you appreciate their work. So, I'm going to give a prize out for the best comment tonight. When Big Fork Theatre returns for our live shows, you get 2 free tickets to the show for the best comment tonight. So get commenting. So the first show is called Sex With Me. Are you ready, players?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off with Sex With Me is like playing jazz.
Sex with me is like playing jazz. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Sex with me is like playing jazz. I hit all the wrong notes.
Ooh.
Sex with me is like playing jazz. I spent $30,000 on a degree on it, and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Sex with me is like playing jazz. It's about the notes you don't play.
Sex with me is like playing jazz. Squares just don't get it.
Hey.
Sex with me is like sex with me is like playing jazz. It's full of improvisation.
Ooh. Well, moving on. Sex with me is like a fashion parade.
Sex with me. Oh, after you this time, Olivia.
Oh, sex with me is like a fashion parade. When the people fall over, I'm still in it. Watch a lot of America's Next Top Model. Don't judge me. Everyone falls over.
Sex with me is like a fashion parade. There's lots of people watching, but they don't know what they're looking at.
Sex with me is like a fashion parade. It looks good on TV, but no one's actually going to get it.
Sex with me is like a fashion parade. I've got all the right moves.
Hey.
Is like a fashion parade. There's lots of photographs and lots of photography, but you don't look straight at them.
Sex with me is like a fashion. Sex with me is like a fashion parade. Someone is always wearing a silly outfit.
Sex with me is like a fashion parade. I don't know why Kanye West is there either.
Moving on. Sex with me is like tap dancing.
Sex with me is like tap dancing. It went out in the 50s.
Sex
Sex with me is like tap dancing. Nobody actually likes it.
Sex
with me is like tap dancing. I should have started when I was younger.
Sex with me is like tap dancing. My mother gave me, my mother sent me off to a lot of places to practice for it, but I've never used it at all.
Sex with me is like tap dancing. The men are only ever interested in my shoes.
Tap dancing. It's really, really noisy, and very few people do it these days.
And sex with me is like a submarine disaster.
Sex with me is like a submarine disaster. Very specific.
Sex with me is like a submarine disaster, wet.
Sex with me is like a submarine disaster. There's semen everywhere.
Sex with me is like a Sex with me is like a submarine disaster. If you could just put your finger in this hole.
Sex with me is like submarine disaster. It could cause an international war.
And to finish up with sex with me, let's do sex with me is like a taxidermist.
Sex with me is like a taxidermist. I'm always sticking something to animals.
Sex with me is like
a taxidermist. Nothing's moving.
Sex with me is like a taxidermist. After you finish, you'll be stuffed.
A taxidermist. It's more interesting when it's done wrong.
Sex with me is like a taxidermist in a room full of dead animals.
Sex with me is like a taxidermist office. I prefer it if they watch.
Sex with me is like a taxidermist. It's never quite the same after it's been stuffed.
And scene. That's sex with me, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Let's get into some scenes. I'll have Claire and Olivia stay. So your setup, Claire and Olivia, is your two garden gnomes, and you're plotting to take down the most dangerous game of all, a human being. All right.
We have him right where we want him now.
I don't want to do it while the children are around, because they're faster than us.
We can't wait any longer.
I vote we tie his shoelaces together.
We go for the dog first, and then everyone else. We have to. The dog first.
But he only pees on me.
That's exactly why.
It's a sign of friendship.
It isn't, Olivia. We have to send a message.
Okay, I'll take the dog and totally not just let him free. And Claire, has anyone ever told you you're really intense for a garden gnome?
I am older than you, and I have seen things.
We came out of the same kiln. You came 2 seconds before me, Claire.
2 seconds, Olivia.
What did you see?
Remember that summer of '98 when that boy took me and took photos?
Yeah.
And then he sent me back. I never told you what they did to me then.
I don't know if I want to know.
And I'll never tell you.
Oh, just a little bit, actually. Just tell me. You've piqued my curiosity now.
They put me on things and took photos, and I didn't consent.
Not the...
That's
what
why.
They say about cameras, they steal a gnome's soul.
Steal my soul.
Darling, I think we should move these gnomes. They're not in the right place anymore. I'll get the shovel.
Roger?
I'll get the shovel from the shed, darling. I'll get the shovel.
Scruffy's here. Scruffy will definitely help.
I'm gonna use a shard from underneath, and I'm gonna slit his throat.
And see.
Oh.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Claire and Olivia. Can I please have Beck, Adam, Jeremy, and Mark to stage? Now, your scene setup is you're the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And you've just got back to the office and you're discussing your latest attempt at destroying humanity, which was the global financial crisis.
All right, everybody. All right. Look, thinking about changing my name. Pestilence. No one really likes Pestilence. I think I should change my name to Money. What do you think?
I don't know.
Money.
Maybe.
Money
You
makes
want-
the world go round. Money was what caused people to die in this global financial crisis.
It's
We're the
it's a
4
bit.
horsemen
it's-
of the apocalypse. You don't want people to like you.
No, but I also cause greed. Well, maybe greed. What about greed?
Greed. It's a single
Greed.
syllable. It's a single syllable. Too simple. You want something a bit more becoming of an apocalyptic thing.
All right, I'll think about it. I'm just not feeling Pestilence anymore, guys. There's just.
Look,
just don't know.
I was thinking about changing my name to just
Oh, yeah.
Frank.
That's a single syllable too, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got.
That's
it's
the
got
only issue I have with that, Frank.
What about if I have a hyphen and call myself Frank James?
You could do Frankie Frank.
Frankie
Mm.
Frank.
Fir-
Like Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Frankie Frank. Frankie
Yeah,
Frank.
Frankie
Yeah.
Frank.
Oh no! Pestilence, greed, Frankie Frank.
Ah, sounds.
Pestilence greed. That's a good one. Pestilence greed.
Yeah. You could
Guys.
still keep it the same, but change it. It's
Guys,
like exactly the same when you
can
completely
I level
different.
with you guys? Are we starting a band? feels like we're starting a band.
I think we could do it.
Good.
Frankie
You know what?
Frank and the 3 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I think.
Frankie Frank.
Frankie
I
Frank.
like-
I can play the triangle.
I like being up front. You know, I'm always up front with you guys, so I reckon I'll be a good front man.
Yeah.
I can play the souls of terrible warmongering dictators. Is that an instrument? It sounds a bit like screaming.
Is that like a drum kit?
Yeah. It's basically like a drum kit. I just do drums. Yeah.
I like the sound of it.
I can blow my own trumpet.
And see the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Please feel free to comment and like during the show. We still need a few more offers, please, if you could do that. But at the moment, I'll get Logan and Lindsay to stage.
Woo.
Yay! So this scene setup is Lindsay. You're the boss, and you're sending Logan, your employee, on a peculiar task.
You wanted to see me, boss?
Yes, Logan, I did.
What for?
Well, I've started to think about different menial tasks that I could send my people on. And I thought of you. Funny that. Menial-
Yeah.
Logan.
Yeah, no, it's like we're a 2-person company.
Yes, well, perhaps one day you'll make partner, darling. But for now, I would like you to do something rather menial.
Such, well, what? What do you want me to do?
Well, darling, this is all about you creating the role for yourself. You know, bosses are sick of telling people what to do. Now, you tell me, what are you good at? What menial tasks can you do, Logan?
I'm good at sorting, filing, and washing countertops. But I mean, but you know, we make small plastic figurines as a company.
Very good, Logan.
I just don't see what menial tasks I can do that would help the company.
Well, I think you're getting closer. But perhaps if I put it in a metaphor, do you remember Guns N' Roses?
They were, I believe, a band that old people listen to.
That's right. One of my favorites, to be sure. And in Guns N' Roses, there was a guy called Axl Rose, and he used to do that.
Did you just have are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You just did a weird motion. I'm just making sure didn't have that.
Yes, darling, that's Axl. Axl gave me that move. Now listen to me. Axel had somebody who used to have the job of blow drying his balls.
Do you want me to blow dry your balls, ma'am?
I wouldn't mind.
I'm seeing two problems there.
Very good, Logan and Lindsay. Round of applause. Let's get Logan, or Logan can come back, Olivia and Beck. So we're going to go on to one of my favorite games, which is called Scenes from Movies That Do Not Exist.
Yeah.
All right, so this scene is the demon summoning scene from the movie Hope This.
Hope this or hope this?
Hope This.
Still didn't catch it.
Hope.
Hope.
Have you got the candles and the crucifix and the split pea soup?
Check.
Are you ready to pour the split pea soup on the subject and then
Check.
throw the crucifix and then run?
Yes, I've got it. Oh, wait a minute. What do I do? What do I do after the split piece?
Throw the crucifix and then run, or else
Okay.
you will die. I will die. Frank over there, looking very disinterested, ready to be possessed, will die.
Guys, I volunteered for this. I'm ready. My body is a temple.
Frank, don't go around advertising that your body is a temple. Demons don't like that.
It's a freaky kind of temple. That's what I'm saying.
It's not good on your Tinder profile either.
Describe freaky.
Let's just say there's some weird stuff that goes on in the basement, like this. Now, come on, throw that crucifix in the split pea soup. I'm ready to have something inside of me.
Oh, no, Pope, wait. We need to talk about your conduct, Frank.
What? What about it? I'm eager. I'm willing.
Yes.
I'm a vessel for hate.
You can't go around just screaming, I'm ready for something inside of me to holy figures.
Look, I thought you guys were unholy. You're not square demon summoners, are you?
We're trying to summon the demon to exorcise the demon. It's how it works.
Exercise the demon?
Yeah,
You're not one of
Frank,
these...
it's how it works, Frank. What she said,
If
Frank.
there's not a demon in front of us, we can't exercise it, and then we don't get paid.
We don't get paid.
Look, I'm just going to throw the split pea soup on myself.
God, you have defiled the bowl.
Who has summoned Balthazar, the Destroyer?
Word for word, that movie. Good work, everyone. Let's get Claire, Lindsay, and Jeremy to stage. So your famous scene is the roommate scene from the famous movie Bin Day Death.
You put out the recycling and it's not recycling day.
I'm sorry. I thought that it would be nice to dress up and take the bin out.
Don't let him bully you, Lindsay.
Okay.
It's not on the roster, Jeremy.
I am too the bully for this week. It is on the roster.
I think you'll find that 2 weeks ago, I scratched your name off, put it back on. Lindsay was away. I came back. She was home late. You were there, gone. Then we came back. Then it was a different piece of paper. We scrubbed it out and that happened. And now it's you, not Lindsay.
So Lindsay's the bully this week.
Well, I'm trying to be a bully.
Doing well.
Bad man, you bad man.
Doing great, Lindsay.
For confusing
I'm
me.
not feeling it, Lindsay.
Come on, Lindsay.
I'm not feeling bullied at all.
You're a bad, mean, terrible asshole.
Oh, it's great. It's great, Lindsay. Come on, work it. Work that anger.
You're
Asshole.
a
That's
big.
what my mother called me. You can't just call me that.
We've been reading your diary, Jeremy.
That's cheating.
Come on, Lindsay.
And see. Very good. Exactly how it went. And before we only got a few more scenes left before the mix is finished, and we'll get into the second half. Can I please grab a location in the comments? It can be a big location, small location, but a location nonetheless. Let's get Adam and Mark Grimes to stage. All right. So your movie, your scene is the meeting of the union bosses from the movie Loco Smoko 2. Smoko.
Yeah, so we meet again, eh? We met the first time.
Yes, we meet again.
Half my union killed half your union.
I know what happened to my union. I know what you did to them.
I'm just reading the minutes from the last meeting. I'm sorry. That's what it says. Half my union killed half your union.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Jock.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Jacques.
What it's pronounced, Jackie. I not giving up an inch of ground for my local guys. Our smokos are on time, 20 minutes, regardless, from Beanley all the way up to Maribra.
Listen here, Neil. Our smokos are the craziest smokos.
It's pronounced Nael.
Neil. With an A on the end. We have food trucks. We have poker. Those are the best smoko breaks. No cigarettes though. We're very health conscious.
You know what, Jack or Jackie, whatever your name is? I'm going to get out there and I'm going to tell my guys to leave the union.
You think I don't know what you're doing there? You know, getting all up in my grill like that? You think I don't understand? I'm going to tell my guys to reduce their fee.
And scene. Whoa, left on a cliffhanger. Round of applause for Adam and Mark. And let's get everyone in the mixer back to stage because that was the final scene. You're all done. You can have a break. Relax. Great work, everyone. Let's cheer and clap for them as they leave. We had Ben.
Yeah.
We had Logan. Yay.
Yeah.
We had Mark Grimes. We had Lindsay for the first time, I think.
Second time.
Claire. Olivia.
Bye, Mom.
Yep. And last but not least, we had Adam. Thank you so much for sticking around watching the mixer. We do have another half straight away. Remember, for the best comment, I'm going to give 2 free tickets away to a Big Fork Theatre show when we come back to doing live shows. So get commenting, comment nice and fun. So let's go. Let's get the stage. We had Jim, yay! Cameron, Eric, Mark Lombard, Sarah, and Calvin. Is that everyone? I believe it is.
And me.
You did it, Chris. And Rosa.
Oh, and Rosa.
Solidarity with Logan.
Yeah,
Two
don't
for
feel
two.
bad.
All right, so they're going to do a montage for you. I'm just getting a. Oh, that's a fun offer.
Well, what is it, Chris?
I'm going to say the White House, but it says the White House, but I'm going to simplify it. The Oval Office.
The Oval Office. Oh, great.
Oval Office.
The Oval Office.
Away, second half.
We see a rich wooden mahogany desk in the middle of this office and a drawer that contains all the UFO proof.
We see on the desk, there's a big pile of drawings. Each of them are dated, and at the bottom they're signed by the president. And the drawings are all drawings of the same thing, which is the president's own face. And they're slowly improving from a sort of stick figure to a recognizable human face.
We see next to the pile of papers on the desk, Barack Obama bobblehead, and the head is still bobbling from the last time it was touched.
If you around the Oval Office, there are a number of priceless paintings, and if you peek behind each painting, you see a hole in the wall where Nick Cage's character from National Treasure was looking for secrets.
Also on the desk is the big red button with a sign saying "Do not press."
And next to the bobblehead that's on the desk is a box of tissues. And it's empty.
And then around the Oval Office on the shaggy blue carpet is not a Roomba robot vacuum cleaner, but the cheap Chinese knockoff that may or may not be reporting back to the Chinese government underneath the couch in the Oval Office.
So, Gary, how famous do you need to be to get people to make a bobblehead of you? That's what I want to know, because I think our band is doing well. Like, I think we're doing well. Like, I think we're doing good. Like, I think people are listening. You know, they're coming to the pub and they're listening to us play covers of the Eagles. And my question is, when do we get, you know, bobblehead famous?
Well, that's a interesting question. And it's not one that I had really contemplated. Like, I was thinking T-shirts. I was thinking CDs.
Yeah, but we can make those things ourselves, Gary. Like,
we cut to
bobbleheads,
Gary.
I've got no idea.
We cut to Gary talking to the head of a bobblehead manufacturing factory.
Okay, so I'm in a band. We have been a band for about 10 years and we are finally making it. You know, we are hitting that rule.
I'm hearing
10
you, Gary.
years to become an overnight success.
Gary, I'm hearing you. I read your email. I checked out your social media presence. Now, I got to be honest. I can make a bobblehead about. You've got 400 likes on Instagram, 200 followers on Twitter, but it's the rest of your band. They're just not keeping up, and I don't think that I can make the margins I need to. Have you considered going solo?
We cut back to a band meeting. All right, Gary's here. All right, Derek. All right. So I guess, you know, reporting back on how did the bobblehead went. Gary's told us that only he's getting bobbleheads.
Well, that's not really.
As a drummer with a bit of a disorder from drumming all my life, I find it really offensive.
Well, look, and that I have to say is not even the full story. Not only am I the only one that's getting a bobble.
I mean, Gary, I don't want to be rude, but you're not even the front man. I sing. I sing.
We cut to Rosa in a bobblehead workshop. Yeah, so if you want to create your own bobblehead, you just need to source the materials. You need to start with at least a square foot of human
Rosa,
flesh.
what are you doing here at the bobblehead workshop?
What are you doing? Wait a minute.
I just came out of the bathroom and I see you here.
Well, this is embarrassing, Gary, but this is actually a workshop about how to make your own bobblehead when no one will make one of you. Because you don't have
I've
any
obviously
Instagram
misunderstood the premise of the.
We fade to black. We fade to black, and we cut to a bunker 1 mile underground. Jenny, it's been 5 years. I came into your pod today because I'm going to push the button.
The button?
I'm going to push the
big
button.
red button.
There's only one button. And I'm going to push it.
We've been doing this for 5 years and now you bring it to me that you want to press it.
Well, it didn't feel like this
today?
yesterday. It's just come on today. It was just like, you know, woke up, looked at the 4 concrete walls. I was like, you know what? Button day.
I don't know if I'm ready to give up this 5 years yet.
Yeah, Jim. Press me. Press me.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, Jim.
You hear that?
Look
We
at me.
go
I'm
through
so
this
red.
every 28 days, Jim.
Oh, Jim. Jim.
Yeah. Go on. What do we go through every 28 days?
You want to press the big red button, you know? And this
It's
is
that
the same
time of the
conversation.
month.
I'm
Jim.
just gonna put a towel over the button for a second.
Press me, Jim.
All right. Here's what I think. We could be here forever. Just not pushing the button. I want to live. I want to be a button pusher.
Well, what about the being strong and not going, not falling for those urges of pressing that red button?
No, urges. We should be following the urges. That's the thing we should be doing.
We cut to Jim in boot camp. All right, if you're ever in a bunker, you're going to experience a lot of urges. At ease, soldier. They could be normal everyday urges. They could be bunker-related urges. They could be big red button.
One question.
Yes, Jim.
What is a bunker-related urge?
That is an urge that you would only get in a bunker.
Like, can you be more descriptive, sir?
Well, imagine a bunker at ease. Imagine a bunker had, for instance, a big red button, and you just we're just imagining for the moment.
Yep.
We cut back to the bunker with Jim and Sarah and the button.
He warned me.
I know. Sergeant Calvin does that for everyone because he knows these situations.
I've changed my mind, Jim.
Whoa, hold on. Button's talking to me again. Go on.
You know what? Feels stupid, but sometimes you just get those bunker-related urges, and I guess this was one of mine. As a button, sometimes you just want to be pressed, but then you remember.
Oh, I get
press me. No, I don't want you to press me anymore.
What happens if I push you?
No, it's
Tell me.
actually really
that's the thing.
disappointing.
It's
We
like
cut
press the
back to
button, not
day
press the button.
2 of bunker training.
Okay, I'm your bunker training technician. We've got 3 buttons here. We've got a red one, a green one, and a red one. Now, if the order comes through, press the button. Which one would you press?
Am I at ease, sir?
Oh, no, this is serious. Stay attention.
I'll push the green button. Green means go, sir.
Wrong. No. As I said, you've got 3 buttons. Red is for danger. Why would we press the button? To nuke the commie reds. It's that friggin'
We cut back to the bunker where Jim's in the toilet and the button's just talking to Sarah. Sarah, look, I don't want to be weird about this, but Jim keeps talking about pressing me, and I think he just doesn't understand, that it's not going to be fun if he presses the button.
Yeah, but you keep flashing bright red.
Yeah. I'm so impressed that you brought your child to the bunker. I respect that.
We cut to a conversation between Jim and the button. A conversation with Jim and the button. It's just that she has her daughter with her here. I've got nobody except the button. It's just you and me, button.
Jim, this is in your head, all right? We don't have a relationship, okay? This is all you, all right? I know I was saying I wanted you to press me earlier, but sometimes you just get bunker-related urges and you've just got to fight them, all right? Look, I'll tell you what I do, all right? If you press me...
please.
Okay. Look, it's really embarrassing, but if you press
we
me...
cut to Rosa getting briefed on what she does by the drill sergeant. All right, so it's very important that you know exactly what you do when you get pushed.
Sorry, sir, am I at button ease?
Oh,
Am I at ease
sorry,
for button?
at ease button.
It's the same, just a button.
All right, so if you get pushed, it's very important that you know what you do.
Yeah.
And you are just a Chinese knockoff. You don't do anything.
I don't do anything. I know.
It doesn't matter.
It just actually, you know what? I discovered the other day I make a squeaking noise.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That should be
It's kind
entertaining.
of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but not that anyone will ever push you.
No.
We
I know.
fade to black where Cameron is talking to his housemate. Mark, is it weird when no one else is home that I tell my deepest, darkest secrets to the Roomba?
It's more weird that we both do that.
If the Roomba knows both of our secrets, it has a lot of leverage in the house. What about if it wants to stop doing the vacuuming? It's already on the rotor as doing the vacuuming.
Well, that's a hell of a problem we've got here, Cameron.
What are you doing talking to my Roomba?
I bought the Roomba.
No, I'm pretty sure I bought the Roomba because you bought the chest freezer.
Oh, the chest freezer.
And I have never once spoken to that chest freezer. Boundaries.
No, that chest freezer is it's very cold.
Just because your chest freezer won't open up to you isn't a reason. Speaking to my Roomba about your deepest, darkest secrets.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. I've just got a delivery here. It's a Dyson vacuum cleaner. It's one of those fancy ones with the bagless stick. Anyway, no signature needed. It's just see you later. Contactless.
Sorry, that's for me. Just place the box on my body. Thank you. I'll be in the cupboard.
Roomba, yes. Can you excuse us for a minute, please, Roomba? Yes. Cameron, did that Roomba just order a vacuum cleaner through Amazon?
That Roomba doesn't even pay any of the internet. It should not be ordering things off Amazon because I know it doesn't have a phone.
I know, but it must be connected to it's connected to my phone. And
what?
We cut to inside the cupboard where the Roomba is talking to the new vacuum cleaner. Yeah, I have a pretty sweet life here. I'm Wi-Fi connected, so it's pretty good. I can just order whatever I want off the internet. No one turn you on, baby. Don't have to...
we fade to black and we open on the first art class. It's an art class for the president and his family, and they're all learning how to draw because they're stuck inside.
Well,
all right, everybody, thanks so much for coming. This is a fun little painting session. So it's designed for people of all levels, experts and beginners. I know some beginners are in the class. Is that correct?
No, I don't know where you heard that. That's fake news. There's nobody but experts
Well,
here.
I work very hard in interior.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I haven't actually touched.
I am the best amateur painter.
As the first lady, I'd like to say I am the prettiest person here. Thank you.
Well, it's so nice to have both the president, his wife, his son-in-law, and his daughter in the class. It's actually so I'm honored. So I guess what we'll start with is just some simple shapes, and I know it might seem stupid, but we're going to draw a circle. It's round, like the Earth. Just imagine the Earth that we are all standing.
Oh, and
on.
what complementary shape goes with the circle?
Oh, well, we'll just start with the circle, and then we might draw, a bit of a triangle or a line, and maybe we could draw a line, around the circle, or
A
through the
circle has infinite number of sides, kids. Infinite number of sides.
Oh, honey, you're so good at telling us all the little facts about things, aren't you? Look at you.
Facts, alternate facts, all the kinds of facts.
I don't want to be rude, Mr. President, but a circle only has one side. It's a definitional situation about a circle. It's a single-sided. It's only got the one continuous side. So
Well,
please
if
don't
it's a
draw.
matter of definition,
We cut to the
I will
president talking to
define
the head
it.
of the Secret Service. So, who would you like killed, Mr. President?
Well, let's just say I am the best artist in the White House. And then along comes what I could only describe as an upstart who thinks she's better because she thinks a circle has one side instead of infinite number of sides. I mean, have you ever heard anything so ridiculous?
Mr. President, a circle only has one side. It's a definitional thing.
We cut to the president having a meeting with the head of the Pentagon, whoever that is. Mr. President, are you saying you want me to assassinate the head of the Secret Service because he argued with you about what a circle is?
He argued with me about what a circle was, but the worst bit was he agreed with a girl.
Oh, disgusting. You know, you appointed me, so I'll really just do whatever you want. I don't have any qualifications.
We cut to the president talking to the director of the CIA. You went to someone else for an assassination? Been assassinating people for you for years. Leaders of South American countries.
Look, I'm gonna stop you there. Anybody who sits across the table from me crying, you're fired. Fired.
Come back, everyone. Great show. Give yourselves
No
a round of
acting. I wasn't
applause.
actually crying.
You
was
cut us
very
before I
funny.
could come on as Kim Jong-un.
Faked his own death.
Give
Truly.
our players a round of applause as they leave the stage. We had Mark, Lombard, Cameron, Jim, Ezra, Derek, Calvin, and Sarah. Also like to thank the audience member Luke O'Brien for the offer of White House that we use for Oval Office. Great work there. And I will give the prize for best comment to Alan B. for he was very happy with the Bubblehead famous line. He said Bubblehead famous brilliant. So
A compliment wins.
email us at contact@bigforktheatre.com and we will get in touch with you when our shows come live. But that's Big Fork Fridays for this Friday night. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show. We've had a lot of fun bringing it to you. Big Fork Theatre does a whole variety of things. We've got a new podcast, the Get In Ya podcast, which is a weekly podcast. So just I think it comes out Saturday-ish. We'll put ish at the back. But we always post on our Big Fork page when it comes out. We also, if you're like watching this, you're like, oh, I would love to try improv. We also do classes. They will come back when we resume, when the restrictions lighten up hopefully in the next few weeks or so. So everything is available online, all our information online and on our Facebook page and our website. So we update everything there. So keep an eye out for things like that. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm enjoying, we do at Big Fork Fridays, we do beer of the month every week. I'm enjoying a Young Henry's Newtowner. So go get yourself a craft beer and enjoy the rest of your Friday night.
Do you have a podcast, Chris?
Hey?
Do you have a podcast?
I do have a podcast. It's called Binge Minute.
Ooh, fun.
And it's with Big Fork director Taylor Edwards. I hope it's good. You can find it in most places you listen to podcasts. Check it out. And that's it from me. Have a great night, everyone.
Woo!